and welcome to another episode of Game and Scotch. This is a continuation of our Game of the Year kind of videos. My name's Aiden, Dan's here, and Dylan's here.
Hello.
I'm drinking Jameson whiskey, so is Dylan. And
I finished my beer.
Finished his
I finished my, so I'm just sitting with water now.
Sitting with some water. Yeah, we're sipping.
It's always good to keep yourself hydrated.
Exactly. So the first episode we talked about our favorite games. Second episode we talked about our least favorite games. Now we're gonna argue what Game and Scotch's official game of the year is. Because a lot of people care.
Nothing's off the table.
Nothing's
if I feel
off
like
the table.
punching you in the face, I will.
Oh no.
If you
I thought
say
you meant, like, nothing's off the table, like any game this year is up for grabs, but do not touch my face. I swear to God.
Yes.
I will destroy you. I'm 3 times taller than you. So.
Almost.
Almost. Okay, great. We got time. Cool. So I guess let's pick our nominees first. Let's pick 4 games that we think are the best games this year.
So we gotta get
Did I
God of
play-
War.
Yeah, the problem is I guess Dylan hasn't played a lot of the ones that are because a lot of them are exclusive to PlayStation. So
Yeah. Well, you know what? Screw it.
you can pretend.
Hollow Knight came to the Switch this year,
Sounds good.
Okay.
and
Do I get more than Celeste though?
no,
Okay, so
And
we'll
here-
put Celeste.
I
Top
absolutely
4.
love Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
But I love Celeste a little bit
too.
more. They're both
Okay.
equally fantastic games.
I agree.
Hollow Knight, Celeste, Red Dead, and I'm gonna say A Way Out.
Oh,
Left field, baby.
controversial.
Damn.
Very right out of left
Damn.
field. Fuck the Oscars.
Fuck the Oscar.
Yes. That guy,
Fuck
okay,
the
you know what?
Oscars.
Honestly, for that developer, he deserves something. Did he win anything?
He's a
None.
dink. Huh?
I fucking love him.
know, I hate
He's so
him.
funny.
Have you played A Way
God,
Out?
Fuck the
I
Oscar.
hate
No, I
seeing him out
haven't.
there.
Play
I've been
it.
waiting for a friend to fucking play it with me because I don't want to play that shit alone.
Can you
Well,
play
it-
alone?
With some random.
No,
person,
you need to play
Yeah, I
with.
thought you needed
You
someone.
need to, but here's the thing: if I bought a copy, I downloaded it, I can invite you to the game, and you can play with me. You don't
Yeah,
have to
it's
play.
cool.
You don't have to pay for it.
See, that's the kind of shit that I respect. The developer wasn't a dink.
He is a dink.
How was he a dink?
He's such an ass up there at the Game
What?
Awards. He's such an ass.
But he gave you
brother-
a free game if your friend has it.
That other game that he did, Brothers or whatever.
Yeah, brothers.
Pile of shit.
What? I've heard it's great.
Pile of shit. Controls suck. Pile of shit.
Fuck.
What is this,
Okay.
Video 2 or some shit?
Yeah.
I bought it on Steam a while back, and it's still just been sitting in my library. I have to get around to playing it.
No, you can definitely play it. I think it's a pile of shit.
Because I just saw the
Play it. It's a waste of your time.
people sucking the dick out of that game.
A Way Out was pretty good. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. And what are your top 4? And
God of War.
God of
Well, Red Dead.
Red Dead Redemption. Red Redemption.
Probably Spider-Man.
Red Dead Redemptor.
Redemption.
Folk.
Fuck me.
What else is there? Frick me.
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah,
Fortnite.
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 We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite.
The autism levels are off the scale. Oh
I
god.
feel like I just want to pick 3. I don't know if I want a
Okay, we'll
fourth
pick 3.
one.
That's fine.
I'll think about it still.
Okay,
Like
great.
those are my 3 big ones.
Me-
There's got to be a 4th one I'll think of.
Smash Brothers, Red Dead Redemption, Spider-Man, God of Dumb. Oh no, wait. Oh, Celeste too.
Oh, you fucking fool.
I need to be reminded what I played this year.
Yeah, I don't know what even came out.
Which one?
Did you type in games,
Games
I
that
played?
came out.
Like Google would know.
Games I played.
Games I've played in 2018.
Oh, yeah, Dead Cells.
Google would know.
Yeah.
Actually. This is all. Oh, okay.
I don't give a fuck
Oh, I
about
fucking
these.
forgot about Spyro.
That's no, I wouldn't call Spyro Game of the Year. That's
Not
just
Game
a
of the Year, but I love Spyro.
Yeah, it was a reimagining.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, wait.
Now, number 1
God
came
of
up
War,
as Celeste on Thrill
Damn,
List.
okay.
Spider-Man,
Oh, this could be one of them.
Red. Oh, I love that game too. Shit.
We're talking about DBZ
And Monster
Fighters.
Hunter,
for those
Monster
that
Hunter
can't
World came out
see.
this year. Shit.
Octopath Traveler.
No,
Dan, you
fuck that game. Can I change my worst game? No, I'm joking. It wasn't that bad.
We're going back in
We're
time
gonna
to
retract
That
our
story just
review.
pissed me off
Black
so
Ops
hard.
4. Really best game of the year. The game with like fucking zero
Can I choose a
content.
remake?
No.
No,
Oh, why?
No.
it's
No.
new to this year. It's not
But it
new
was
to
a
the
good-
game.
No.
No,
It was a good
No.
remake. I'm talking about Shadow of the Colossus.
Chat, what do you think?
We don't have a chat.
We don't have a chat.
Even if we were streaming, would we have a chat?
No. Oh man, Smash Brothers.
Smash. Oh yeah. What am I
Yeah,
saying?
we
Fourth
can
Smash
put
Ultimate.
Brothers.
Fourth is Smash
Okay,
Ultimate for
Smash
me.
Brothers.
You're probably gonna have the exact same ones as me.
Smash Brothers, God of War, Spider-Man.
and Red Dead.
Do I want Red Dead or want Celeste?
But you haven't beaten Red Dead
I
yet.
haven't.
Oh, well, then you
Go
have to
Celeste.
put. Have you beaten Celeste?
Yes, I have.
Okay, well then you have
I'll
to.
go Celeste.
Celeste.
Okay.
There we go.
So we've got each
Do
our
not
4.
yell at me, everybody.
Now, what are we doing? Out of the 4,
I
we
feel
gotta
like this
choose
is going
one
to be
that we're battling
controversial.
with.
Yeah, we're battling.
Okay.
So we'll do top 3, I guess. Top 3 games.
Top 3 games. Fuck, I
We're
don't even
arguing.
remember what I said.
Yeah.
Guys, I am arguing the fuck out of Smash Brothers.
I will argue.
Deserves 1 spot.
I'm gonna argue God of War.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
And what are you gonna argue, Dylan?
Because I think it's
What else did I
objectively better.
say? I don't even remember what I.
You said Celeste. You said
You
Red
like the
Dead.
red bread.
That's 2.
Rye
Oh yeah,
bread,
Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight. You said.
Even though
Okay.
it came out on the Switch.
What else did you?
2010, right?
So you can choose a port, but I can't choose a remake. This bullshit.
Wait, what's a port?
Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight.
Came out on the PC, and then it
But it
came
came out a long.
Technically came out.
No, 2017 it came out.
No.
Yeah, it's
You
old.
can't use it. Then.
Shit's
Really?
old.
If he can't pick Shadow of the Colossus, you can't
Okay.
do Hollow Knight. God damn.
So
I thought it came out this year.
I mean, it did for Switch.
Let me see.
What was the first time that I kind of came into my radar?
Hollow Knight was August or April
Hollywood.
of 2017.
Hollywood. Big money,
Fuck.
big money, big money.
Yeah,
big
February of
money.
2017.
February 2017.
Yep.
All right, so
Oh.
it doesn't count. If you can't use Shadow of the Colossus, you cannot. And
Fine.
If I can't use Spyro, you cannot.
You didn't even mention that. I just put I put a stop to that.
You
At
put something
the very
real
beginning.
quick.
It's not a new game.
I love that game.
Okay, fine. Then I will argue Celeste.
All right, so Celeste, God of War, and
Smash.
Smash Brothers.
Okay. Red Dead's not even making it into this.
No.
Not in Game and Scotch's Game of the Year.
Wow.
That's for sure.
I
'Cause
feel
it's
like that's
the
gonna be
channel's Game of the Year. If I haven't played all of it, well, actually, have you guys? You played Smash?
No, I don't know. I
Smash
don't
Brothers
even.
out.
No, I
No?
think like you
think
could
so?
still argue it.
Okay, I'm gonna argue it.
Like if you can convince someone that this is the game.
Because
of
if
the
we
year
only talked
objectively-
about games that we played all together, I
we've
mean,
already
like,
said
God
which
of
game of the
War
year-
couldn't make it on the list. I haven't played it,
Fair enough.
Yeah,
so
that's true. You didn't play God
Okay,
of
wait.
War.
Okay, so then one of.
I
okay,
would say you
let's all
can't
take
argue
turns to
Red
argue.
Dead because
Okay.
Red Dead has got this huge story that you haven't finished yet,
Right.
Yeah.
I
and
can't argue that.
yeah,
I wanted to argue Red
Right, I'm
Dead,
like,
but I feel like
it's
it's more my
pretty
own
good.
personal pick. Like I think objectively God of War was better,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
yeah.
So let's. Okay, so Dylan, you're
Yes.
arguing Celeste.
yes.
I'm already on your side because I really fucking like that game, but
You win.
you just say.
And
your
we're
two
done now.
Say
So
your, say your
bu-
pitch. Why is it the game of the year?
why is Celeste Game of the Year? It's putting life back into the indie scene. I think it's a fantastic game. It's a wonderful platformer. The art and the pixels are absolutely fantastic. It's a gorgeous looking game. The music is out of this world, spectacular, fun to listen to. I want to buy it on vinyl. The gameplay is down to player input, like I mentioned earlier in the
Right.
previous video, that the game is not difficult in the sense that the game keeps you from progressing. It's yourself that keeps you from progressing. If your player input is like slow and wonky and you're not 100% sure what the controls are, you're going to stop yourself from going any further than you would be.
Right.
But if you're like attentive, you're understanding how things work, if you're seeing the patterns of the way the game's laying out, because the mechanics are introduced to you slowly, not all at once, be like, here, go do that, enjoy the game, then you're gonna complete the game. You're gonna find it a lot easier than you'd think it would be. But yeah, Celeste is a fantastically made game that comes down to player input that makes the game difficult or easy. It's not the game itself. So if anybody says, "Oh, Celeste was too hard, I couldn't get past the first level," then you fucking suck.
You're really bad.
You're really bad at video games, because even I got through that, and I haven't even I beat some of the bosses on Cuphead on simple, and I can't even beat them on natural.
Yeah.
I fucking suck at Metroidvania-like games, and I beat.
They're tough.
I'm at the end of Celeste, so don't at me about that.
Don't at
Don't
me.
fucking
Don't
at
at
me.
me.
Don't
You
at
can't play the first level of Celeste. You're bad at video games.
You're out of time. That's it.
We're taking a quote.
God of War.
God of War is best game of this year. Here's why. Story, first off, fucking amazing. You've got a boy and you got his father, and that's all you really need in this world. Because, that's how a lot of us... I'm not going to say... Never mind. We're not going to go over there. The story was super well told. The fact that it was all shot in one cinematic shot or whatever you want to call
it.
it.
All in one clip.
Yeah, if you didn't suck, you get it all in one clip. And that is really fucking cool. That is something that is innovative, it's new, and it refreshes AAA games. I love AAA games. right? I want them to be good. I want the majority of people to experience the same level of enjoyment that indie games can bring to the table, that these small developers can, with their great creativity and everything, can bring to games. And a lot of the times, AAA games just fuck up with that, and they don't do it. But I'm very glad that God of War was able to pull that off and really, really do a good job. The fact they made it open world, they took a concept of the old God of Wars, and they completely refreshed it and made it super new to people who have never played God of War. Everyone enjoyed it. I've got my uncle who was a huge fan of God of War back in the day. He played through all the original ones on the PS2 and all that shit. And he's had a son now, and he's playing God of War on the PS4, and I'll be honest, I'm sorry, Uncle Tony, you're really shit at it, but that's okay, because you still are enjoying it, because it's a really, really fun game.
And then call his son boy.
Exactly. It's
boy.
like, and it strikes a chord with a lot of people because of how deep the story is, and just the relationship that's built around, Atreus and Kratos.
And how they were able to set up this world so quickly from the Greek mythology to Norse mythology.
I know.
It just like I
in a way that made sense. Yeah.
See, that's one of the things that I noticed too when I saw it and they were doing like the Leviathan. I saw Greek or I saw Norse. What do you call it? Like the runes and like the lettering, and I was like, huh. And something I noticed was off when I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, something's different here, but I can't quite put my finger. But it felt natural for him to be now doing Norse. I was expecting like he's wearing winter clothes. I'm like, Greek,
he's killed
Olympus.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So where do you go? To another realm.
Yeah.
You know what else I love about God of War?
It's a perfect
Kill more people.
It's a perfect setting for it.
It's perfect. No, I think honestly, when they first announced it, I was one of those people that was like, "Hey, you're changing my shit. Don't do it." And then
Sonic's arms aren't blue.
Sonic's arms are not human, or none. Definitely.
Give me long legs.
Like I felt
Sonic.
I felt like I'm like, oh, I guess they're out of ideas. This is kind of a reboot, and then I found out I know this is a continuation of the story, and then I didn't feel like anything was missing, and I loved Atreus. I thought he would be annoying, especially from the trailers I've seen. He's like, Dad over there.
But no, he's actually he provides
Atreus
good
is
mechanics.
Dad. He's really good, and he's really easy to use.
Oh yeah, that's another point I want to make. The combat in that game, phenomenal. The being able to throw the Leviathan axe, honestly, made that game 10 times better.
What do you think was more enjoyable? Spider-Man swinging or the Leviathan axe?
Ooh,
Fuck.
I haven't even played the
Leviathan
game, and I would.
axe. Here's why.
I would argue.
I think Leviathan axe had more depth in things you can do and pull off if you really got fucking good with it. The fact that you could start a combo, throw it, continue the combo, catch it, and there was so many different variations. Spider-Man swinging was super cool, but by the time you got to the end of the game, it was as far as it went. It wasn't that complex.
You get good at it, and that's it.
You get good at it, and then it just becomes a part of the game. It's not, it doesn't blow you away anymmer for very long.
It hurts me.
Whereas God of War, I was literally up until the end, fuck, I throw the axe, switch to chains, catch the axe, it was just
Yeah. I'm gonna isolate this guy, freeze him, fight this guy.
Yeah, exactly. I think it definitely, in terms of depth, it blows it away a little bit.
Oh, for sure. So I'm arguing.
Oh, and one more thing, sorry. One more thing I want to say about God of War. You know what game is good? When it makes people who are on other systems really, really sad.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I'm sorry, Dylan.
Fuck off.
But you know what?
It didn't make me sad, but it is making me yearn to buy a PlayStation 4 because I do want to play.
You are sad.
I have some Xbox friends who literally almost jump shit for that fucking game. 100%.
See, with Spider-Man, people were like, see ya, nerds. They got
PlayStation
Spider-Man and God of War.
I may sound like a fan.
What did we
I didn't mention this earlier. I've been playing Detroit, and that game's amazing. I don't think it's Game of the Year in any way, shape, or form, but I feel like the game flew under people's radars. It is actually.
It did mine. I didn't play it.
I didn't like the marketing for it. I think the marketing turned me off.
David Cage is a bit of a pretentious
he's just like, I'm a slave and I will become free. And it's just I felt like the marketing centered that character when it should have been with the other two characters, like the police officer and this other girl character. Whatever. We're not talking about that. I'm arguing Smash Brothers.
Yep.
Guys, I'm just going to say something to you real quick. Oh boy. 74 characters.
Damn.
That's a lot of characters. There's over 100 levels in different variants, like Battlefield and...
No Man's Sky, 18 quintillion planets.
Get fucked. No Man's Sky, best game of the year.
Best game of the year.
Actually, No
Knack
Man's Sky
2, baby.
It did.
Smash Brothers also innovated. They've added a lot more technical stuff that makes the game a little bit more engaging.
Shut up, Melee fan.
Is the menu still garbage?
Nope, they fixed it. It's easier.
Okay, because the 3DS and the Wii U.
And stuff. as an option. Like the top right is like things and stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that, but other than that, it's
Dumb
pretty
shit.
it's pretty good. It's okay.
Everything else.
My only gripes with Smash is the World of Light being too long. The spirits, I miss trophies, so spirits are kind of lame. But there's just more of them, which is fine. And they're gonna add 5 more characters, which is blowing my mind. And there's just so much content to that game, and the game is so engaging. It's fun. The online sucks wieners, but they can fix it, right? Can they fix it? I'm paying for it, Nintendo. You better fix it.
Well, that's. I mean, maybe
Sounds
that's
like you
probably.
got a lot of gripes with this game, Aiden. Sounds like your game of the year has
Sounds
some
like every
faults.
compliment you have a negative to follow up with that.
Sounds like you're just very hyped for Smash, and it came out, and
You're seeing some things that your rose-tinted glasses might have.
How about you go?
and thus the argument
That's
starts.
that's
Which
my argument.
so we're gonna find out now. Which one is the game of the year?
Was I made fun of you guys? I yelled at you guys yelled at me. So,
All right, so how are we gonna debate this?
should we do a silent vote? Wait, we're gonna vote for our
We're just gonna
ones.
vote for all ones.
Exactly.
Can't vote for yours?
No, that's stupid.
That's stupid. There's only 3 of us.
Yeah.
I only chose 2 games.
Okay, how about this? Tell me one thing that was bad about God of War.
I can't because I love that game. I love that game a lot.
I can't because I haven't.
You named a few things that were bad about
You're right.
Smash.
You're right.
I haven't played it.
Good argument.
That's true. You didn't play it. This is gonna be tough.
And I don't have any problem with Celeste. I love that game a lot. I think it's a perfect game.
Fuck.
I think we're at a stalemate.
So are we down to Celeste and God of War then?
I think so.
Sorry to
I
cut
think- I
Smash
think
for you,
Smash
but
is out.
I think Smash is just more a personal one.
Smash
It's
has
definitely
been
personal.
eliminated. Okay.
Smash is
All right, so
KO.
between God of War and Celeste, these are 2 very different games, very different genres,
We could flip a coin.
but one. No, what the fuck? Hey guys, welcome to the fucking coin
It's a
flip.
coin that Aiden has taken.
Imagine
and
you went
he's-
up Game Awards and they're like, all right, we couldn't fucking decide, so we're gonna flip this coin.
I can't find the envelope that says the winner, so
Oh
we're gonna
my
flip.
god, that'd be fucking awful.
I just imagine Aiden writing Smash Bros on a coin with like permanent marker.
Oh! Oh
Now
fuck.
get out of my apartment.
Yeah, it's leave.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is gonna be tough because you haven't played God of War,
No.
so I can't really convince you into thinking God of War is the game of the year. And I've also not played Celeste.
I played both, so it's really
Oh.
So we have to convince Aiden
Ah,
to choose one.
okay. So we
All
gotta
right.
argue the point.
So,
All right, so I guess Dylan goes again, or do you want to go again?
Rock.
we literally knew.
After
coin.
3,
Wait,
1,
can
2,
camera
3.
see it? Can camera see it?
So 1, 2, 3, then go.
Yeah,
1, 2,
sure.
3, go.
And it's one best.
We'll do rock paper scissors shoot on shoot.
Rock, paper,
and then
scissors,
whoever wins the first gets to go
This
first.
is hype.
Want to do best of 3?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh my God, we don't have time
Rock
for this.
paper scissors shoot.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm not using.
Fine. Rock paper scissors shoot.
For all you podcast
Stop doing it
listeners,
late. You still
Dylan
fucking
has
lost.
a-
You
Okay.
did it late and you
scissors,
still
he had a
lost.
rock.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay,
Rock, paper, scissors, on
Okay, all the
shoot.
podcast
Okay.
listeners, we
Rock,
got rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors.
shoot.
Dylan had. Oh,
Rock paper scissors shoot.
oh my God, this is
1-1.
too fast. I can't
Rock
commentate.
paper scissors shoot.
Oh my God. this
Two.
is-
Fuck. Okay,
Yeah,
he
this
gets.
is hype.
Wait, so you get to choose. Do I go first or you go
You go
first?
first.
Okay, so
Oh.
I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna say the point again. There's really nothing negative with God of War. It was pretty much the perfect game that it could have been. It wasn't too long. It cut out all the bullshit that, like, you know, a lot of games tend to have. The enchantments, the combat, the graphics, the music, the characters.
I really like the music.
Literally everything in this game was done to pretty much perfection. The way it was advertised even before release, like fantastic. The way they did it with a lot of like really funny commercials that I liked. What was that one? It was like Kid of War or some shit. What is it? Dog of War. It was Dog of War. Did you see that commercial?
I don't think I did,
Okay,
no.
never mind. Exclude that point.
Oh, you're
It was
losing
still
your
really cool.
argument.
Fuck.
You're losing me. You're losing me.
I could have sworn I showed you that, but that's besides the point.
Okay.
Yeah, just like epic moments in that game. Spoilers people who haven't played it. And are you
It's
intending on
been
playing
almost
it?
a year.
I probably will, but I think I already know.
Okay.
So whatever.
When, like, even right from the beginning, when the guy comes to the door, finds out who you are.
That's a good
The
fight.
ending when you go back to the house. When you're getting the Chains of Olympus. Like seeing Athena
not easy.
again.
Yep.
Like all that stuff
Yep.
was so well done and so perfect, all in a game that the twist at the end with Atreus.
Yeah.
It was all done so perfectly and in a fairly
Twist.
like not too long game that you could just beat in a week. And then after that, you had so much extra content. To platinum that game was so hard. You had the Valkyries. Like there was so much more to do afterwards. Considering it was an open world game, the world wasn't too big, it wasn't overwhelming, it was still very interesting, and like the architecture of everything and the dungeons were all really well done. Fantastic puzzles. Everything about that game was pretty much done to perfection. That is my finishing statement.
God damn. Okay, you're a loser.
Level of replayability for Celeste.
God of War has replayability though.
Does it?
It's got New Game Plus and stuff.
Okay. Well, level of replayability. You've got all these things that you can to your advantage.
Right.
Going through the game and learning through the deaths and collecting all your extra stuff. Even you can avoid majority of the things that you come across. You don't have to actually collect them, which is great because you can use the advantage of going through the game and then starting it again later to do the same thing. You can go back with the. It doesn't have a New Game Plus, unfortunately, which would have been nice. More things to collect, but using what you've learned. Whoa.
Sorry, I can't interrupt. My bad.
Which are
That was actually very
Yes, so once you finish, you can do the B-sides, C-sides, the stone hearts, I think they're called. Yeah. You can go back and collect the strawberries. The strawberries literally do nothing in the game except for just... it's just one of those, hey, you just learned this new mechanic, go and test it out, see if you can get this thing, and then come back with it, which is pretty fantastic. The level of the music in the game, just like from the first track, starting out, you climbing up the driveway, or they call it a driveway, the track just kicks in, and it's just one of those positive, optimistic tracks where it's just like, you know what, I can do this. I can climb this mountain. It's a throwback to those retro, gorgeous chiptune music that just fills you throughout the game. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. I'm pretty sure I've covered most of what I've on Celeste.
That's fine. I'm thinking of my choice, and it's tough because I grew up playing the God of War franchise and seeing it how it is now. It like having those moments, like Dan said, was very emotional and very like also like exciting and like makes me really excited for the next one in the franchise. Celeste, however, I have grown up also playing platformers and having Celeste, like having nods to previous games that have kind of like evolved through time, like platforming wise, and like the amazing soundtrack, but also God of War has an amazing soundtrack.
It's also not quite like Celeste isn't just one of those platforming games that come out and they're like one of the run of the mills. Like when Limbo came out and everything's all the characters are black and you've only got their eyes. That art style was replicated fucking everywhere. You need to stop. Celeste isn't kind of like one of those tough platformers. It's a very, very much its own competent game where it does enough to stand out significantly from the rest.
I'm so stressed out. I have to add another point.
Oh fuck.
God of War was good for all players. It was good for people who are just coming into the new like to God of War, right? Mm-hmm. Did I already make that point? Kind of. I don't know. Like, it told a good enough story that you really didn't need to know what was happening beforehand,
right? And
you could really get engaged with the relationships. Just like the growth of Atreus, like it's.
Shoot.
Celeste didn't really have that much of a story per se, but again,
it did though. It had a decent story.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
It was interpretive a little bit.
Yeah, which is great. But here's the story. It's like climbing the mountain. It's not the destination. Metaphor. It's the journey that takes you there.
Kratos also climbs the mountain.
Yeah.
It takes a little longer.
Honestly, I think I have to. Shoot!
Aiden's brain's starting to smoke.
My brain's melting. I think it's the Jameson too. I think I have to go with God of War.
Yes!
Yeah, I think I have to.
This is gonna end badly.
He's gonna
Fortnite dance.
Fortnite!
Oh.
Fortnite!
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you for holding that.
Monetized. I think these are my reasons why. I think God of War had like just the art direction of God of War, like everything was just cinematic. It was beautiful. Like I don't think there was ever a lull in that game. Same with Celeste though. Oh, do I retract my? No, it's God of War. It's God of War. It's God of War.
For a second there, I was like,
oh man.
Yo, if I flossed for nothing, fucking, I could have died and snapped my neck. Well, one thing though, you have convinced me to play Celeste.
Groovy.
Because that actually sounds great.
And I was planning on playing God of War anyway, so I don't think we came out with any negatives.
Here, folks. God of War has won Game and Scotch's Game of the Year. A lot of people care, right?
How do you mean?
What do you mean?
Do people care
About our Game of the Year?
Yeah,
Maybe one day.
maybe one day. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. This was our last video of our Game of the Year kind of videos. Check us out on iTunes and Spotify. Like and subscribe, and see a lot more content that we're doing.
You should get shirts.
Working on it, dude. I think we're gonna do maybe set up a Patreon and maybe some merch soon.
Very cool. Very cool.
I just wanted to hit a certain subscriber count before I do all that stuff, and I was thinking about setting up a Let's Play as well, but I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you so much for joining us. I was drinking Jameson whiskey. So was Dylan.
Don't even plug my
We're also
drink.
drinking water.
I was drinking this
Lime.
green
Don't even
shit.
This is the first time Dan drank in his entire life.
This was your
This is
first
his-
legal
your first
drink
legal drink.
on this channel.
Next time, join us when I do my first line of coke and shoot my first
He's
vial
legal
of
now,
heroin.
guys. He's legal. He's legal.
Can I legally do coke? I don't think so.
He's legal.
And, unless they de-legalize it.
Maybe eventually.
I mean, they
Well-
might. It's a fleeting high.
It's a fleeting high.
Yeah.
Well, and this is Dylan's
Be the
first
change you want to
time-
see in the world.
This is Dylan's first time on our podcast. Hopefully, see him back soon. Check out his channel, The Latin Plaid. He's doing a full Celeste review. So
I am
keep
actually. I
your
was up until
eyes open
2
for
last
that.
night writing it.
Woo, baby. Woo, baby. So thank you guys, and have a great.
Oh God.
Oh, dude, you.
God of War 1.
I think I remember.
The thing in
I
the
remember
mirror is-
why you were stopped coming on this channel. I do remember what happened. I said you're cringy.
Hey Dylan, this is for you.
We like Fortnite.
We like Fortnite. We like.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I'm done.
Why do we ban smoking when we're just gonna get cancer from Dan's dancing?